Hi guys, I hope you guys are well and thank you again for joining me for another video. If you like the content that you're getting so far, please press the like button. And if you do want to get more and don't want to miss out anything, please press the subscription button. Now, this video is more of an exercise. I'm going to give you a business idea. But first, I want you to train your ears into listening, and not just listening for listening's sake, but to listen to understand, and then to get your mind working into resolving certain issues. So I'm going to play the video right now for you.
Well, it's important to appreciate that the Earth is almost entirely solar powered today, in the sense that the sun is the only thing that keeps us from being at roughly the temperature of cosmic background radiation, which is 3 degrees above absolute zero. If it wasn't for a sun, we'd be a frozen dark ice ball. And the amount of energy that hits the sun, that reaches us from the sun, is tremendous. It's 99% plus of all energy that Earth has. Then there's this energy we need to use to run civilization, which to us is big, but compared to the amount of energy that reaches us from the sun is tiny. So it's very easy, like it actually doesn't take much. If you wanted to power the entire United States with solar panels, it would take a fairly small corner of Nevada, Texas, Utah, anywhere. You only need about 100 miles by 100 miles of solar panels to power the entire United States. And then the batteries you need to store that energy to make sure you have 24/7 power is 1 mile by 1 mile. One square mile. That's it. I showed the graph of or image of this where this is what 100 miles by 100 miles looks like. It's like a little square on the U.S. map. And then there's a little pixel inside there, and that's the size of the battery pack.
So what did you hear? Do you want me to tell you what I heard? I heard that for a small piece of land, you can power a whole country, such as the United States, with solar panel. Okay. With what I know in terms of, you should know too, Akon got $1 billion credit from the Chinese and lit the whole of Senegal. From what Elon said, that wasn't even necessary. He overexerted himself, got himself in a whole load of debt because it wasn't necessary. All you need is a plot of land big enough to put solar panels, and you can power any country. 100 solar panels by 100 solar panels. 100 solar panels by 100 could quite possibly power the whole country. Now, what am I getting at? I'm Nigerian. As I've told you before, or maybe you don't know, but I am of Nigerian descent. I am Nigerian. Now, in Nigeria, there is a company called NEPA. NEPA provides electricity for not only Nigeria, but as well as Ghana as well. So the neighboring countries, Ghana, Benin, that kind of stuff, right? Now, what NEPA does is they systematically cut off the electricity, forcing everybody to go and buy generators and fuel. And why did NEPA start this? Because they are in cahoots with the generator company. I, like many Nigerians, have known this for years. As corrupt as it is, nothing is being done about it. Now, although nothing's been done about it, is because when it comes to the higher ups, they're all clicky, right? So going against the grain may be a sticky situation. However, if like the Chinese, you take 50 grand to Nigeria or any African country, you can use part of your 50 grand by paying the government to protect you. This idea, I believe, to power the whole of Nigeria would probably be about 20 acres. You probably need around about 150 grand. 20 acres, and you don't even have to farm on the land. All you need is solar panels. If you can buy enough land in a cluster and power it with solar panels, you should be able to connect to a grid that lights up the whole country, rather than what Akon did. This idea is based on resource. The most money you can ever earn is in resources. If you go into oil, electricity, gas, diamonds, gold, cobalt, what they use to make phones and all these technologies that we have, yeah, you need to go into resources to make billions. But it is possible to do it with about 150 grand. And 150 grand won't entirely all go to the land and the solar panels. You will have to pay the government for protection. Although I said Nigeria, because that's what I'm familiar with. If you are thinking of doing Nigeria, don't start in Nigeria. Or should I say, don't start with Nigeria. For the simple fact that there is a system that needs to be cracked, and you need to create some sort of familiarity with what you're proposing before they take it on board. So I would start with a relatively small and easygoing country. For example, Gambia. Gambia is reasonably priced. It's small enough, right? And they are nice people. You can go to Gambia, get yourself 2 to 3 acres of land and put solar panels on there, providing electricity to the whole country. Doing this with your reputation in Gambia, you can then go to Nigeria. Not only would you have the support of the Gambian government, or whichever government of the country you decide to do it in, before you approach places like South Africa, Nigeria, Egypt, Morocco, right? The best thing to do is, once again, go to China. Find the manufacturers that will make these products. The solar panels, the battery. Like you heard what Elon said, one of these Tesla batteries can power a whole load of square footage. So you can either buy a Tesla battery or buy Tesla batteries, or produce them yourself in China. You need a passport and you need to travel. If you want to make generational wealth, and I'm not talking millions, I'm talking billions here, right? If you want to make generational wealth, you need to tap into resources. However, the resource game is very tricky, very dangerous. Only a few people are allowed in there. So to go and tackle it straight, like, okay, go to Nigeria, I've got tons of money, I'm going to do this, you'll probably get assassinated. I'm being real. Don't do that. You need to work your way in. Unless, of course, you are Nigerian and you are connected. But that's not my interest. So it is better for you to work your way into the country that you want to, or should I say towards the country that you actually want your company in. You'll be making money anyway. Imagine you are not paying for electricity. Your initial investment is it. All you have to do is make sure the solar panels remain free of dirt and dust and they are maintained. And you will be providing constant electricity to the whole entire country, and they will be paying you their 20 quid a month or whatever you charge for the country, respectively. Do I need to tell you the potentials of this business? No. Imagine everyone in one country paying you every month for something that you no longer are paying for. You're just maintaining it. They are happy with your services because they get constant electricity. You charge them one base rate every month. Everyone pays this one base rate every month. You don't need to even do tariffs. You can if you want to. Everyone's happy to pay you their one pay and they have electricity. And the government of the country that you're doing it in will appreciate you because you're not using resources and effing up the ozone layer and, you know, that kind of thing. It's all reusable or whatnot energy. If you have about 150,000 to invest, let's say between 50 and 150,000 to invest, you need to travel. Africa. Everybody goes to Africa. The elites go to Africa. If I told you that a barrel of oil is 50 cents, a barrel, you won't believe me because you go to the petrol station and you see the petrols being sold at a certain price. But I know that a barrel of oil is about 50 pence or 50 cents. However, yeah, they do it in dollars, 50 cents a barrel or 75 cents a barrel, something like that. But in order to get that price, you need to spend maybe $500,000. Imagine how many barrels of friggin' oil you would have for $500,000. You have 1,000,000 barrels, 1,000,000 barrels. You could start your own petrol station and do your own prices. But this idea, right, of petrol stations is not really a good one to go into for the foreseeable future because everything is turning electric. I told you before, you can have your own charging stations like petrol stations, but for electric cars. Just a standard car park with charging stations on it. And all you have to do is maintain it and collect money. Electricity. Once you do the hard work, it's simple after that. The sun rises, powers your battery. You don't need to turn it off. If you want to make good money, you need a passport and you need to travel. I'll see you in the next video.